What's up, everybody? Just finishing up with the movie. I went and seen the last Hobbit movie. A little bit of a overview about it, I guess. I seen the last two. This makes the third one. I did not like the last two. They was really drawn out, in my opinion. And I was really kind of upset at the series because I really thought that The Hobbit could have been done in two movies, not three. And I really think the whole idea of them drawing it out like that was just to milk money from the franchise and the numbers of people that went and saw the Lord of the Rings series. Now, this one, they did, there was more action to it. But I really think they did that just because they knew everyone was teed off that the last two movies was, they drug. I know everyone said, well, they're doing a lot of story, background building, which that might be so, but there's better ways to go about it. I just really thought that movie could have been done in two, not three. Uh, I'm on my way home now. I'm gonna stop and pick up some takeout, and hope this light changes soon. Also gives me a chance to see how the low light in this camera works out. Maybe. Wow, this is a long light. He got tired of waiting. And I just now got the green. Oh man, congratulations, buddy. You just ran a red light. Oh yeah, that's why I kind of should leave this hooked up and run more often. You gonna run this one too, buddy? Who knows? But yeah, the third Hobbit movie. A lot of build up, a lot of build up. They could have shortened up the. Oh, they could have shortened up the middle section a good bit. Mainly because they spend a good at least half hour reinforcing the fact that I guess you can say the birthright to the dwarf king or the I can't remember his name. That's how bad this movie was. None of the character names were memorable. The whole series. But anyway, they they spend a good hour, if not 45 minutes, driving home the fact that throughout the two movies, how he tried to say how honorable he was and this, that, and the last one, that he's seen basically acres of gold and all of a sudden became greedy like most people would. And I really didn't think they needed to spend that much time on it. And honestly, this is how much I didn't care for the sequel. I completely forgot that Bilbo actually had the stone, or he actually grabbed the stone at the end. I completely forgot about that. I might have to. Wait till they come out with the box set and wait till the box set gets cheap enough, and try to run them back to back. See if that helps me out any. Hey, buddy, those are called those are called high beams. There's this thing you want to do. You want to turn them down when you're on the highway and other opposing traffic. Oh, it's probably one of those deals where one of his headlights is out. So he wants to make it look like they both work, so he just runs his high beams. People are notorious for doing that here. But, yeah. Back to what I was talking about. That, they tried to make it better. A lot of the last 45 minutes of the movie to an hour is basically the battle, and this is basically the formula they used. The first good, I don't know, 20-30 minutes is basically reinforcing the fact that the dragon's terrorizing the town. And, again, I can't remember none of the characters' names. But, they end up, though, the dragon's, I'll just call him that. But, he ends up killing the dragon. He goes to the top early in with a bow and a quiver full of arrows. And he climbs to the bell tower, and instead of keeping the quiver, he basically grabs the arrows out of the quiver, drops the quiver, instead of easy access to get to, but hey, whatever. And he ends up firing them. Keeps saying, oh, he's hitting his mark, but they make this big deal about they can't penetrate the dragon's skin, but they keep forgetting about the iron arrow from the second movie that he kept firing from the launcher and couldn't hit it. And so he gets down to his last arrow. His son brings him the steel or the iron arrow or whatever it is. There's a little bit of a conversation between them. And Dragon comes by, ends up his bow gets broke. He's out of arrows. So what he does, as the dragon's coming towards him, doing his monologue, he takes the leaves of the bow that's broke, jams them into the supports of the tower, and uses his son's shoulder to steady the arrow as he's holding back on the string. I seen that, I'm like, really? We're gonna go with this? Apparently you can jab a broken longbow into stone and it'll hold it, and you'll be able to have enough force with that string to fire an arrow that's meant for basically a big launcher. I don't know. This arrow is probably at least 6 foot long, maybe longer, and it's solid steel. But yet, basically taking a longbow and making it work for the sake of, yeah, this will work. I don't know. I know I'm really ripping apart a fantasy movie, but I just did not like the series. Also, they ended the movie basically where the first Lord of the Rings picks up, which they almost have to. They got to tie them together. It's the same universe, and the way it's supposed to flow is the first book picks up after the Hobbit, and that point, that's right. But the one thing I don't remember at the end, when he's going home throughout the whole throughout the whole three movies, he's wearing the same capris, I guess you would call them. They don't go all the way down to his ankles, and like a velour jacket and this and that. Anyway, he wears the same clothes, but yet for the trip home, somehow he has all this warmth and this big cape cloak thing and this big to hold it together that he didn't have before. I mean, I don't know. They, I think they more or less did that. Say, hey, look, you can be clean. Even though he left wearing one piece of clothing. And at the end, at the end when he leaves the mountain, he's wearing one thing. But yet for the trip home, he's wearing other stuff and has a chest and stuff that he didn't have when he left. So either they knocked over a stagecoach or something. I don't know. And they made a big deal about in the three Lord of the Ring movies that when Frodo would put the ring on, Solomon could see him. Or is it Solomon? Oh, I can't. I'll have to go back. I'm so terrible at that series. I liked the first three movies and I liked the idea, but when Frodo put the ring on, he could see him, but yet they showed him at the end of this movie basically coming back, about halfway through it. They show the all-seeing eye, and there's a little battle between that. And, they, somehow he can wear the ring and isn't affected whatsoever by him seeing it, even though he's not in the plane of existence, like in the Lord of the Ring movies. But yeah, when Frodo does it, it's open season. The Wraiths can see him. It's a beacon, like, hey, here's the ring. But yeah, when Bilbo does it, it's just another day in the office, man. I don't know. I do think I'm done ripping on the movie, though. I can only rip on it for so long before I run out of stuff to complain about, I guess. Your order is ready for pickup. Man, that's good timing. Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm gonna stop it here when I get to this red light. And see how this video turns out. Let me get the e-cars out. That's why I wish I had a helmet. When I was on a bike, so you could see where I turned my head. That's coming all in due time. Anyway, thanks for listening to me complain. And I will see you in the next video. If the camera stops recording.